you guys can hear that bird song. I actually just feel like I'm stood in a little doorway of heaven right now. Do you know what? The amount of times I've actually found myself doing that since we moved back to the UK is ridiculous. It's like I just transform into David Attenborough. I actually found myself on a dog walk the other day. The first dog walk I went on with the boys after all the kids had gone to bed. There are some really, really beautiful country fields near us, and I was in my pyjamas and I was wearing Connor's hoodie, and it was a beautiful spring evening, guys. And the dogs were running around, and I just stood like freaking the lady from The Sound of Music in the middle of this field. I'm so lucky that there wasn't anyone around me, because they literally would have probably thought I was not okay. Frolicking around and taking in the beauty and the nature of the beautiful British countryside. I just was having a moment, and I stood there with my hands on my hips, guys, and I sighed, and I actually heard myself say, wow. Sorry though, come on. Is that not just absolutely glorious? Like, are we all in our right mind if we don't think that this is one of the most beautiful gifts of England? Weather's 10 out of 10, it's a beautiful fresh day. Birds are singing, we're gonna have a fun family day today. I'm vlogging, all feels right in the world today. Hello my loves, and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. I missed you guys. It's been a little bit since the last vlog. We're actually now about to go on to our third week, I think, of living back in the UK, and guys, I just feel like I have never been more at peace. I just feel so happy, like everything just feels great. I would have thought that I probably would have vlogged a little bit more up until this point, but to be honest with you, it's just been, like, as happy as I obviously am to be back in the UK, it's nothing to do with being back in the UK, but being with the 3 kids, literally every second of every day, with no furniture or anything here to occupy them with. I mean, don't get me wrong, we've gone on countless trips to B&M and like picked up little toys, and we spend most of our time outside on walks and stuff at the moment with them. Like, we have a lovely time, but it's obviously, as my fellow parent of 3s and fellow parents of boys will understand, chaos, babe, okay? And it's not even that it's like unmanageable, it's just that in order to avoid as much of the chaos as possible, we literally just wake up and head out, because that is a huge parenting hack if you're in need of it, babe. Leaving the house really helps. So it honestly feels like we've had about 15 really beautiful, really fun like days out. I think I've popped into Bath maybe 4 times at this point. Been to like 3 different National Trust spots. Been to like, and I've done M&S, I've done Waitrose, just like all of the fun things. Well, yeah, that I would consider fun. It just means that we haven't been able to do as much life admin as I guess we really have needed to. I still feel like we have loads to sort out. Top things off, our furniture actually has been delayed. We only found out on Thursday, today's Sunday, that it's actually not even left America, so that's wonderful. Yeah, the kids are doing really well, we're doing really well. I'm kind of just like, I know, as I keep saying, I'm just excited to feel a little bit more settled, because I do feel settled like in my soul, in my spirit. I feel happy to be back in the UK, but I do also, like, I'm excited to actually feel settled, you know, in the night time on my sofa with all of my bits and bobs around me, and not living out of a suitcase, and I don't know, I don't want to come across as if I'm being ungrateful at all. Anyway, it's a beautiful Sunday morning, and Connor is actually running the local 10k race today, which is always one of my favourite annual events actually. He's done it for, obviously not last year because we were in America, but the year before that and then the year before that, he has participated in this race. A few of our friends do it, one of my best friends is doing it today. Really, really excited because it's in one of the most beautiful villages. I love just like standing there and seeing everyone come together. It's also the London Marathon today, so I'm excited to watch that on the TV. Connor did that a couple of years ago. Living vicariously with all of these running dreams through Connor, because I don't think it's ever going to be me. A gal can support her hubby. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just getting ready for that. I just had a shower. I had so many really lovely comments about my hair growth the other day on my Instagram. I think I had it on in a ponytail or something, and so many of you guys were like, oh my god, sorry, you've been gatekeeping that hair growth. Well guys, you know I've been on the journey. I will say though, right, not to be gross, I don't know if anyone's going to be grossed out by this if you want to look at my hairbrush, but I'm actually going to give you an up close personal look at this, because I have entered the postpartum hair loss season. I thought I'd missed it. I thought I was one of the lucky gals that it wasn't going to happen to this time around. But 4 months in, my hormones are obviously hormoning because look at this. This is just from this morning. Can you see all of that? It actually upsets me so much. It's literally just from this morning. So that's sad. Oh my God, do you know what's crazy? I'm still getting notifications from like weather updates from Houston. And today a severe thunderstorm watch has been issued. And do you know what? I don't miss that. I'll quite happily take my sunshine and my birds tweeting over a severe thunderstorm any day of the week. Thank you very much. I actually do need to order some of my new hairburst bits and bobs because I'm completely out. I obviously didn't pack very much in my suitcase at all. So I am gonna restock the faves. And do you know why is a good time right now? Because it's the buy one get one free hairburst sale. I'm always asked about my hair growth journey that I've been on over the last couple of years. Honestly, could not recommend that stuff more, to be honest. It was the first thing I did when I decided that I want to start growing my hair and looking after my hair more was do a huge hairburst order, and to be honest, I have never looked back. I am asked a lot about what I order, so I'm gonna do my hairburst order with you guys here. I'm gonna record my screen. They already have bundles built in, and I like to go for the thick and strong hair now. I'm gonna add this one to my cart, and then I do also have my discount code, which I'm gonna use. This is what's in the thick and strong hair bundle. It's all of my absolutely like favourite must-have. The shampoo and conditioner for longer, stronger hair, the hair mask, which is amazing, and then also probably my favourite product out of Hairburst, which is the Volume and Growth Elixir. That is, if you've never tried that, you need to get it, honey. If you've seen my hair, let me show you. This is as like voluminous as it gets. I mean, it's like pretty much flat to my head. I don't have much going on there in terms of the volume factor. That is a really, really good product to inject some like oomph back into it, and it's non-greasy. My hair picks up product really, really quickly. If I add loads of product in, I literally have to wash it like the next day basically. But that one's really lightweight and non-sticky, and it also has pea sprout extract in it, which nourishes and protects your hair and its growth. So I just love that product. And then I do also have my discount code, so I'm going to add that in on top. With the bog off sale, it's going to add all of that again for free. Literally could not be more of a perfect time to start your hair health journey with Hairburst. Even though I am going through struggle city with my postpartum hair loss at the moment, my hair has genuinely never felt stronger, healthier. We're really, really getting there with the length. I'm so happy with the fact that I started when I did, when I first had Romeo, which was nearly 2 years ago. 2 years ago next month. And in case anyone needs a reminder, this is what my hair looked like before. Here's where we are after. So wonderful time, best time of the year, I always say, to invest in some hair health products with the Hairburst bog off sale. Don't forget my discount code, which will get you another 15% off on top of that. I love you. Let's go and watch Connor do a fantastic run and love him and be proud of him and enjoy the British countryside and a beautiful British village on a gorgeous Sunday afternoon. I love you. I'm so happy I'm vlogging. Let's go.
That's it. Good job. Now put it in.
Well done.
Well done. Perfect. Do you know what this does?
Oh.
This gives Daddy energy.
Daddy.
And now I will run like the Flash.
Ow. Me too.
Yes, darling.
I do swallow over mango watch.
Well, you be very careful. Oh my gosh, you're so cool. You look like such a big boy with your haircut, Saint.
Anyone see my
Oh my
phone?
gosh. Don't you just hate when you add too much milk to your Weetabix?
Yeah, it's the worst.
Like, I need a bit of crunch.
Has anyone seen my phone? No. I got it this time.
Dad, look at some of yours.
Yeah, of course you can, baby.
Hey. Nice.
Want some?
Yeah. Well, could you make me a liver?
Good luck. Have fun.
You gonna cheer me on?
Yeah.
Look for the guy in the pink.
Okay.
That'll be me.
Pink for honey. Have a nice time.
Love you. Thank
Love you. Off he goes. Go on, do a little warm-up jog. Have fun. Love you. And me and all of the kids are chilling at my friend's house, who literally lives in the town centre, which feels a bit easier. Woo! Good job! The Hawaiian roller coaster ride. Wow! Well done! Say, come on, Pop! Yay! Well done. How was it? We just saw Jess.
Yeah, she said she got stung.
Oh, did she? Get your listening ears on. Therapy. Therapy. Through my ears. You know what? There is just so much gratitude I feel like I have learned in spending a year away from the UK. Like I've just learned about all of these things that I'm just beyond grateful for about England, and sure you're well aware by now one of them is the birds tweeting. Welcome to the utility room. These are our new washers and dryers that we got. We actually went for the Bosch ones. Apparently these are like really good ones. But do you know what? Like, seriously, not to be a hater, the like one big thing I actually really miss about America is their washer and dryers. Like, as a family of 5, my word, the capacity, those LG dryers, they were out of this world. Like, I seriously never thought I would be so excited over my utility appliances, but there we go. We all grow up one of these days. Anyway, today's actually a new day. The race was yesterday and oh my god, we had such a nice time. It felt like a lovely little nod to the London Marathon. Like, the London Marathon just looked so amazing. Gosh, I just got so emotional. Like, what an emotional experience that really is for so many people to do something as incredible as that. Today we actually had a very exciting meeting that I had every intention of vlogging, but it was one of those meetings that, like, you just get so carried away in the meeting, and then we had to run back to pick the kids up because they were just hanging out with my sister. And I don't know about any other mums out there, but I can relax when they're with my sisters, but also I'm like, I don't want to feel like I've overstepped the time. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, obviously my sister's not going to care, but maybe it's just because I'm so used to it just being the 5 of us all the time at the moment, and like, obviously they're just at home with us. I just like don't feel like myself when I'm not with them, but also I don't feel like myself when I am with them because I like hardly have any time to think about anything. Motherhood, what a crazy ride. But anyway, yeah, we did have a really exciting meeting, which a few of you guys know. We've kind of touched on here and there. Not giving anything away, but we are actually starting our own brand. And today felt like a really big deal for it because we had an in-person meeting with the branding team who basically were running through all the final pieces of the branding that we've chosen. And obviously the branding applies to so many different like bits and bobs. Like, if you think about the branding of a brand, there's a lot that goes into it. You have to do lots of things that have to be branded. I don't want to, I'm trying to speak in code because I don't want to give away like things that would have to be branded because it would give the brand away. This is a brand that has been in the works for over a year because it was before we moved to America we were starting it. And when I say I am so excited to be bringing this brand to market, like, you guys, not to toot my own freaking horn, babe, but you guys are gonna love this brand just beyond belief. Every single person I've showed the brand to, they've like been like held our product. Oh, it's just, they're all like so blown away. And these are also people who aren't gonna like lie to me. By the way, how cute are these bibs for Honey? Little teething bibs. I really think she's teething at the moment. She started to put her hands in her mouth a lot and she's dribbling a lot more. they literally don't go around my neck. I don't know why I'm doing that. Exhibit A. They're just off Amazon. I love them so much. I'll leave my storefront linked below. It's got all the best baby stuff on it. But yeah, just really, really proud. And one of those meetings where it just got me really pumped again. Like obviously with the chaos of the move, this has not taken a back seat, but my mental state has just been elsewhere. Literally just trying to survive over the last couple of weeks and months, I guess, doing another international move, literally never to be done again in my life. And whenever I have these meetings, I'm always reminded of how much business sets my soul on fire. Like I feel like motherhood, obviously, rightly, takes up so much of who you become when you have kids. I am well aware that it's really important to like still try to connect to the person, not necessarily that you were before you had kids, but trying to also incorporate other passions into your life other than just your kids, because you know, you blink and then they start school. Like Saint literally is starting school in September. We've been going around and looking at places for him this week. Like I actually can't believe I am there, but that will sidetrack me, that entire conversation, so let's not even go down that route. I cannot believe my eldest child is starting school. I don't know where those 4 years have gone. And as much as I definitely do throw myself into my kids and motherhood, obviously, yeah, whenever I'm kind of just like reminded or thrown into a situation where I am doing business again, I'm like reminded that there is someone deep down beyond the dirty washing and the bedtime routines and the teething and the giving birth and the pregnancies and like the chaos and the joy and the beauty that happens within motherhood, that I like remember that there is someone underneath all of that enjoys so much more about life too, you know, and that has like her own things going for her too. It's definitely a curveball that I'm also like trying to stay on top of, running a brand or like, you know, starting a brand with kids, because the last time we had a brand was Angel Collection, and when we decided to call it a day with Angel, Saint was about 6 months old. So really, I've never run a brand being in the swing of motherhood, because when Saint was born and like Angel and Saint coexisted for those 6 months, I wasn't really too involved in Angel because I just had Saint. So now I have 3 of them and we're starting it from scratch, so I'm like really, really heavily involved with the brand. Obviously it's a learning curve, and I do find myself frustrated that I'm not able to like offer everything to it like I was with Angel. There are days where I can offer everything to it. Like I said, it felt so nice to just really come back to myself, like Ellie, beyond being a mum today with having that meeting. But it's just funny, isn't it? Because when you have kids, your life is literally never the same. Because even though I was in that meeting wholeheartedly, I was also in the back of my mind thinking like, are my kids okay? I've got a ticking time bomb until I need to go and pick them up. Like I was just, anyway, needless to say, really excited about that and about sharing that with you finally. We are on track for a September launch. I am going to be sharing a lot more info about that soon, across a couple of different platforms. I'm thinking of starting something actually completely new, like a whole new like chat for it, maybe on something like WhatsApp. Yeah, I'm really, really excited, and I really, really hope you guys will love it. Like I know you will. I know holding these products and having like poured my entire heart and soul into this brand for over a year now, I know how much you guys are going to love it, and it's like killing me not sharing it with you, because this is something that is just so much of my daily life. I feel like we are nearly there now to start like sharing it a little bit more with you guys. So yeah, I'm very excited to share that. Kids are all in bed and I am just doing about 100 loads of washing. We don't actually have any washing baskets at the moment, so all of our washing is just in a big pile here, which is gross. But yeah, even small things now, like a washing basket, I'm like, that is a luxury that I miss in my life. I also had major mum guilt today because leaving my sister's house, Saint was like, I don't really want to go back home, mum. We have no toys at our house. And I mean, we have a few toys, but definitely not like, you know, his cousin's house that has all the toys he's lived with for like the last however many years he's been alive. But obviously I'm also not going to go crazy because, well, we have it all coming over from the US, and it's also Romeo's birthday next week, a week today, so I need to get a bit of a wriggle on with that. If you guys have any ideas of fun days out or things to do let me know. Romeo's not really into Peppa Pig World, otherwise You guys seeing that? Sorry. Go away. This is not your house. Imagine if that door was open, I'd have a freaking heart attack, my love. Otherwise, we would take Romeo to Peppa Pig World because that's what we did for Saint's second birthday and he literally had a blast. But yeah, Romeo's not really a TV kind of kid. I feel like if there was a job role, I would say that Romeo would like fully go into when he is older. I would say that it'd actually be like something on a farm. He loves animals or vets. So that's what I'm thinking right now. We'll probably take him to a little farm or something and have the fam round for a barbecue. We don't even have a barbecue, but I mean, I can get some burgers and stuff. I just love kids' birthdays so much. I think that might be one of my favourite things about being a mum is like creating the magic for them with that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Wash load. 2 of the day done, 100 more to go. Is and will always be the best laundry duo, especially for babies. Fairy non-bio pods and the Comfort Pure fabric conditioner. Honestly, stunning. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our humble abode in the evening. This is the living room.
Check the TV.
Yep, spin you round. Look at that.
Just watched episode 2 of Black Mirror. I know we're late to the party.
Yes.
Guess what? We've just moved internationally.
Give us some time.
To catch up. We were actually saying last night, we have about 7 series to catch up on.
Runyon Canyon.
Most I want to watch.
Yeah, that one with Tom Hardy in it. You.
Black Mirror.
Black Mirror.
I've got Daredevil to watch. And I've also got The Last of Us to watch.
Yeah.
And I've also got the last episode of Severance to watch.
And we've got so many movies to watch.
And we've got so many movies to watch, like Sinners.
Yeah, that we've got a babysitter for on Tuesday night.
Praise the Lord.
That's our first date in how long? You know what, guys? Can I actually tell you something, guys, right now? We are so frazzled. This year, these last couple of years, has been the most stressful years of our life. And we have had many conversations about this. We believe, between us, as a married couple, these might just be the most testing years. Not necessarily on our marriage.
I hope not.
I hope not.
I don't think it is that.
I don't think it is either. But I mean, like, I just didn't want it to come across like that. I just meant like stressful in parenthood and just like in life, like
and everything.
Yeah. Like, honestly, not in a horrible way, but I look at you sometimes, the amount I look at me, and this is saying something, okay, and I'm like, you need a break. And I don't know when I've last thought.
Haggard.
No.
You need to go to the spa. You need to get on that plane to Turkey.
Just go to Turkey. No, it's just, I mean, listen to your cough.
No.
Like, what? Because you're so stressed. Like, you've been so stressed.
I do need a night off.
We need that break. But we're not going to freaking get it.
No.
Because we've got 3 kids.
Yeah, and if I have it...
I get it too.
You get double the amount of work.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
So there's no point.
It just is, like, tough right now, isn't it?
It's what we signed up for, though.
I know, and obviously we wouldn't change it. I don't want it to come across as if, you know, it's like, oh, poor us. Because at the end of the day, we absolutely love that life and we wouldn't change anything about it. I feel like sometimes it's just important to acknowledge that, like,
we're in it.
We are
especially
in
with
it.
the ages our kids are. Like, we've got a newborn.
Mm-hmm. Well, sadly, she's not really technically a newborn anymore. She's my newborn.
We've got a toddler and we've got a teenager.
She's going to be my newborn till she's like 30 years old.
Turns 18.
But yeah.
But I feel like
3 under 4.
They're all testing ages anyway, let alone...
In their own ways.
Let alone all together at the same time in a new house with no toys.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're not here to moan. We're here to lighten your day. So if anyone else is in a familiar situation or the same situation
then you
as
can
us,
resonate with us, babe.
and
Come
we
and
could
take a seat
all-
over on this exhausted parents bench, because trust me,
we could all just
We're
be
here.
exhausted together
yeah,
and know one day we are all going to glow up together.
that's right. Until then, eat my Marylands.
Listen to my cough.
Yeah, you look alright. You don't sound okay over there.
No.
Even Hector's, can you guys, Hector's like, are you alright?
I'm calling the doctors tomorrow morning. We're back in the UK.
Yeah.
I'm on the phone at 8 a.m. NHS. Can I get a doctor's appointment, please?
Yeah. Here
Tell
is
everyone how the journey home was.
the
Go
king of
on.
the castle.
Tell everyone
no.
how the journey home was.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
So guys, do you want to know something crazy? And like, this was what was eating Connor's brain cells before the move, okay? So, oh my gosh, yeah, because we do need to tell the story, because in the vlog where we said we'd moved back to the UK, we said about how stressful the getting the dogs back was. So do you want to tell the story now of what actually happened? Herbie aged Connor 10 years, guys, put it that way, okay?
Flying to America and
Yeah.
then flying back to the UK, they have different regulations and laws.
Yeah.
So flying to America, we were able to get a custom built crate,
Yeah.
which was a wooden crate, and it was custom built for both dogs, so it was the perfect size for them.
Yeah.
No issues, absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Everyone had fun. However, flying back, we weren't able to create or make a custom made crate from wood. You actually had to buy these big plastic rigid cages because they are just deemed safer. We're speaking to our pet relocation company. We sent Herbie and Hector measurements and weights, and they recommended these 2 crates, and they were the biggest crates that you could buy.
Yeah.
They were quite a lot of money. So we bought them. Everything was absolutely fine. Herbie was in the crate. Hector was in the crate. They came. They were happy. They were both able to get in there. They were able to lie down. However, we then took photos of the dogs in the crates, and Herbie he just looks so big. Like he's just a big dog.
Just like a bit awkward.
So yeah, and
Herbie.
I don't know what it was, but the photo I took, he must have been lying slightly awkward or whatever. And the person said, I think Herbie might be too big for the crate. And I'm like, hang on a minute. This is the biggest crate we can buy.
Yeah. And also, Herbie fits in the crate and he's not cramped.
He's not cramped at all. And the crate he flew out in
was smaller than that one.
Yeah, so I was like, no way, come on, he must be right.
But this person was saying, no, they get really funny even over half a centimetre at the airport, so you have to do it. And we were like, okay, and this was a week before they were due to fly? Was it?
Yeah, about a week before they were meant to fly. They then showed me a bigger crate, but they were just out of stock.
Everywhere
in the US, because most dogs could get in the smaller crate, the biggest crate, but this one was even bigger. So I pretty much called every single crate company in America. Everyone said, no, sorry, we're unable to get it. You were crate until the end of April.
And they were flying at the start of April.
And they were flying at the start of April, so we were like, okay, what are we going to do? So we sat on it for a few hours trying to figure out what to do. And luckily, one of the companies called me back and said, look, I found you a second-hand one. I could get it to you by Monday, which is 2 days before they flew.
Oh, it was just so much. It was just crazy. Because then at that point we had done our timeline so perfectly lined up. So the dogs are flying on this day,
and we had to then fly 5 days within of them landing in the US.
Because that's another rule and regulation. The dogs have to be with whoever they're flying with within 5 days.
So if we had to postpone their flight, we had to postpone our flight.
And we had lined it all up so dogs were flying, we were moving out.
We had no accommodation. It was just
there was so much going on in that week, and it was just we were like, oh my god, if this crate, if we don't find it, or if it doesn't arrive, or if that one comes and then that's too big for Herbie, because again, not just about crates being too small, they also go the other way. So if the crate's too big, it can mean that the dog would feel really uneasy in the crate. And oh my gosh, it's not a journey I want to do ever again. Wow.
Yeah, I think
with 3 kids, oh my god, it was just
Have we told them about the actual flying?
No, we've not told them anything.
That's another day.
No,
sorry.
basically, in a nutshell, it's just absolutely
well, we've not finished the dog story.
I feel like I'm just not over.
We've not
I'm not
finished the
over
dog
it.
story. So they actually got checked in, and when they checked them
Yes.
in, they actually switched the dogs.
You won't believe this.
So Hector had this huge, massive mansion of Herbie's crate, and Herbie was actually able to get in the smaller crate because the measurements that they did on the day, he was able to fit into that crate.
Yeah. because they all do their own measurements. So
Yeah.
it's not like subjective, but I guess how you do the measurements will determine it. And I guess not everyone does it the exact.
And because Herbie on my measurements was only over by half an inch, on their measurements he was fine.
Like 40
So
days.
he pretty much caused me
so much stress.
over the last few days for nothing, because he could have gotten the
He
normal
literally
grade.
could have got the normal grade, and the other grade cost us like
You don't even want to know
so
how much
much
a
money.
crate, plastic
Oh
crate
my
costs for a
gosh.
dog.
And now they're just
They're
like
just in the
out there, like never going to be used ever again.
I've
When do they go in a crate?
The other day I actually took photos of them to put them on Facebook Marketplace, because I'm like, I'm getting some money back.
Yeah. For the emotional trauma of that.
And I'm treating myself to a pair of trainers.
Yeah. And then on the actual flight, so when we flew back, so dogs had got back in the UK, it was completely fine, no problem at all. So much easier than we thought. We weren't expecting any issues on our flight after all of this, but we got to the airport. Connor had booked the flight through, what was it, the Amex points?
British Airways Executive Club.
So
through our Amex ABS points.
And for some reason, now this is a sticking point in our marriage, guys, okay? But we're not going to go there, Con. We're not going to do it
It's
today.
not my fault. It's because you are saved as my guest flyer, but the last time we flew,
We weren't married,
British
so I was
Airways,
Miss
we weren't
Darby.
married, so you're Miss Darby.
Which obviously doesn't line up with my passport now because I'm Mrs. Swift. Changing my passport to my married name.
You are.
Anyway, Connor called up the travel agent to book them.
She booked it.
She
went
booked
through
it.
and
Didn't get picked up that the ticket had been booked to my maiden name.
yeah.
We were aware of this and we were like, I'm sure it's completely fine. Got to the airport, okay. Went to
So-
check in.
Well, did we tell them that our flight got cancelled?
No, bearing in mind, guys, okay, like, flight gets cancelled, I'm like, it's like, literally not a big deal, it's fine. I'm usually very chill about stuff like that, but this was our flight back to the UK, okay? I was already stressed, I was already worried, I was missing Herbie and Hector. We were in,
Staying at a friend's house.
oh yeah, it was just really, like, mentally,
We wanted to be on that plane.
yeah. Flight got cancelled about 2 hours before we were supposed to go to the airport. Oh, it was also a night flight, so we were really like psyching ourselves up to get the kids on a
Yeah.
night flight at like 9 o'clock. Had to fight tooth and nail to get ourselves on a flight the next day. Otherwise, it was like ages until they could reschedule us. So
A few
we
extra days, yeah.
managed to get on the flight the next day. Got to the airport. We were like, oh my god, I hope this one doesn't get cancelled. It didn't get cancelled, but got to the airport and they picked up the fact that the ticket was in my different name. And also there was a spelling error on Romeo's middle name of the
Yeah.
ticket. So both mine and Romeo's tickets had to get changed.
But because we booked through British Airways and they cancelled our flight and put us on a different airline, United Airlines, they weren't able to actually change the booking in their system, which
Yeah.
they would have been able to if we just boarded the
A previous plane
Yeah.
that hadn't been
at 9
cancelled.
p.m. because they
Yeah.
would have done it in the system. So,
Yeah.
which was our plan.
So then we're at the airport. United, because it's now a United plane, are going, it's not our responsibility to change your name.
We can't do it. You need to sort that out with British Airways.
Call up British Airways. They're like, well, it's a United plane, so they should do it. So both of them are kind of going
Yeah.
back and forth.
And when I spoke to someone, they said that takes 3 to 5 days to do.
We are at the airport with 3 kids, 8 suitcases, all the luggage, so much stress, ready to leave America and come back to our home grounds, okay? Like, so ready.
Real life.
I feel like mentally I'm just back in this zone as we tell
So
this story.
I had to just take the kids away, and then I had to let my magnificent wife deal and try to get us on that aeroplane.
And I spent
About 2
literally
hours.
2 hours at the airport before we could even check in, on the phone to British Airways. Guys, I cried. And then we got on the plane.
And we got there super early as well because
Thank God we did.
We got 3 kids and 7 luggage. Like, we just need as much time as we can. And then all of our spare time was taken doing that. That was 2 hours.
And then we
in the little lobby.
ran through security.
Some lovely lady helped us because I didn't
Ran
have enough
to the
hands.
gate.
Seconds to spare. I literally was able to get the boys a McDonald's.
Yeah.
And then the flight home
Was awful
take it
as
away.
well. So now I don't actually know if I want to
It was
to
one
go
of those
into
flights
that.
where you just had to sit there and be
Maybe
like,
grit your teeth and get through it with the 3 kids.
what I
It
always
was
say
just
about
tough.
flights though, what I do love is once you're on it,
There's no getting off.
you're only going to get off once the flight's done. Like you're
Yeah,
in it.
you
then.
have to just do it. Like a
And
marathon.
Yeah, and you just you can technically drop out.
You
of a
can
marathon.
you can if you want to.
But like in an airplane, like
you are in the sky, have still a bit.
Yeah, you will get to your destination regardless
Eventually.
of how much your kids cry or
How
they're
anyone
sick
feels.
or whatever.
Oh, I know,
You
it's tough.
will get to your destination. It will be okay.
Anyway,
That's our little.
that was our travel update.
Yeah.
But so many of you guys
our
wanted to
Sunday
know.
night little gossip.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to bed.